Hi guys and welcome to our vlog, this time from the NGAPALI Beach, Myanmar. And in this episode we're going to review the 3 beaches of Nepali, but also speak of accommodation and getting there.
Napali seems to have a lovely beach. It's quite a long beach, I might say.
Well, kind of windy, so long palm trees leaning over the sand. And you can really chill here. It's so no beach boys here, no aggressive sailors who try to convince you to take some kind of boat tour. It's like really the beach time you would love to have, just chilling in the shade of a palm tree with a coconut and a cocktail.
The resorts here are fantastic, so if you want to stay in a beach resort, this is probably a great place to spend your time.
The bungalows look like this. Oh, that's why there is a mermaid over there. Now
Pristine mermaid.
I know.
This is the mermaid of
Pristine.
Napali Beach. This is the Napali Beach mermaid statue, and the resort is right in front of it, so it's called Pristine Mermaid Resort.
That makes sense. This makes sense.
But who was there first, the mermaid or the resort?
That's a question I was asking. And you get beach towels. That's it.
But there's also a great selection of backpacker targeted hotels and hostels. They're quite nice too. They're usually on the main road, the second row so to say, so they are not on the beachfront.
live in the second row from the beach, and in this way you walk to the beach and you ride your bicycle, and in this way you get a chance to see homes of local people, to get a glimpse of how they live. The road is really pleasant, and it looks like almost every guest house has bicycles here. Would it be a problem to find one?
We are here on the most northern beach in Napali, and while this beach is also lovely, our personal preference would be the one in the middle, which is the smallest beach. That one is very clean and feels more secluded, a little laid back, whereas the other ones are naturally more busy. Also, one thing about the middle beach is very clean. This one here has a bit of a plastic problem in the south, but up here it's super fine. The resorts seem to clean up everywhere where they are. So everywhere where there are resorts, they clean it up apparently. So yeah, it's perfectly clean.
These are the kids who are picking the trash on the beaches. Today we just made an observation that the beach is cleaner by big resorts, and big resorts are picking up the trash, but saying that we are taking credits from these wonderful kids who are cleaning the beach. So this is our Napoli routine this week, enjoying sunset with a cocktail. What do you want to try?
What have you got?
I got pina colada and an entire coconut, and it tastes so good. It's pineapple, coconut milk, and rum. And these cocktails are so good here because everything is locally produced. The coconuts are growing literally over our heads. You can get pineapples everywhere in every market, and they even produce their own rum called Mandalay rum and other sorts. And everything's freshly mixed together, which makes it so good. The coffee. Sentinels.
No.
And then they have like a big cocktail menu here. Some restaurants have something like 25, 30 cocktails, and it's often some kind of pina colada variation. I also loved enjoying Napoli. It was kind of similar to pina colada, but also with orange juice. And if you're a fan of pina colada, like I am, NGAPALI Beach is the best place for it. Oh well. Myanmar is the best place for it.
And I'm watching Guinea working very hard to create an article about the 10 best cocktails at NGAPALI Beach.
I'm doing my field studies. No research was made before, so it makes sense to do more profound research and maybe write a PhD thesis about it. I'm currently looking for funding.
Maybe you should ask on Patreon.
Yes. Dear Patreon people, if you care about science the way I do, please sponsor my research about
The
that
best
cocktail on NGAPALI Beach.
So getting to NGAPALI is kind of easy. Unfortunately, most of the buses from anywhere else in Myanmar seem to be going at least 15 hours, no matter where you are.
Bus takes forever. It doesn't matter if you go from Bagan or from Yangon.
Unfortunately, our bus broke down twice on the trip. It had some issue with the air suspension and the rear sagging, so they went out and fixed it on the road, which took, I believe the first time it took about an hour and the second time 40 minutes, something like that, half an hour. So in total our trip from Bagan to NGAPALI took 16 hours and 40 minutes by bus.
Oh well, I think we read today that somebody went here from Rakyu and it took him 24 hours. I don't know if it really matters if it's 16 or 24 hours. Probably you're already kind of walking dead. Brain's not functioning, and for next day neither.
And the buses aren't the most comfortable buses. They are just standard 2x2, so 2 seats on the left, 2 seats on the right. They drive around the corners quite fast, so it's shaking all the time and you're rolling from one side to the other, and then there are a lot of potholes in the road and it gets quite bumpy. It was also challenging to find a direct bus to go here. Most of the tour organizers in Bagan actually said there isn't a direct bus, that you would have to take one bus to PI and wait there for 1.5 hours or whatever, and then take the next bus leaving for NGAPALI Beach. However, we kept asking around, and eventually we found like a bus ticket seller in Bagan Main Road that knew about a direct bus. So there was no issue about switching buses anywhere. That's a relief, I suppose. Yeah.
We think it's better to fly.
The flights here aren't cheap. There's no Air Asia going around. So I expect to pay something like $100 for 2 people, or maybe 200, depending on where exactly you're flying from. I think from Yangon the flights are cheaper. From Bagan they're definitely more expensive. The flight would probably take you about 15 minutes. The airport is actually on the Long Beach, right on top there somewhere, right in the last corner. It's directly at the beach, it's just 1 meter or 2 from the beach. And if you fly in, yeah, you might look like you're dropping into the ocean. So that should be fun. Seems like a couple of the planes here are propeller machines, so that's also adventurous.